The following message is transmitted at the request of the Portland Police Department. A mysterious situation is currently taking place in the city of Portland. At approximately 5:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, multiple sources have reported seeing several large green creatures wandering in the city of Portland and surrounding areas, including Oregon City, Gresham, Lake Oswego, and Willamette Valley. These creatures are 30 feet tall. These creatures have no intentions of being hostile at this time. However, all residents receiving this message are advised to remain indoors at this time, as these creatures can't be hostile at any moment. Tune into stations for more information on this developing situation.
This is KTU2 News, serving the Portland, Oregon area. My name is Roger Banks, and we have a very strange situation to tell you guys this morning. There are many reports of 30 feet tall green creatures are last seen roaming across the city. It is unknown if it is really hostile, but police will look carefully on this. I have the feeling that these creatures are frogs, but it is unconfirmed at this time. We do not have a reporter live on the scene due to the safety of this. This is KTU2 News, and we will go back to our normal schedule.
Civil danger for the city of Portland. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Portland Police Department. Residents of the city of Portland, lock all of your doors immediately. At approximately 6 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, the creatures, who are seen roaming across Portland and nearby areas, have been confirmed to be hostile. The creatures, called as the frogs, are seen wreaking havoc in the city of Portland. They are seen eating people alive by their long tongues or crushing them to death by their hopping, jumping into high places, causing buildings to collapse as a result. You may identify these creatures by having the following characteristics and traits: green skin, big eyes, a long pink tongue, can jump really high, are up to 30 feet tall, and shows extreme homicidal aggression. All residents of the city of Portland are asked to close and lock all doors and windows immediately, turn off all lights, close all fireplace dampers and vents, and seal all cracks on doors and windows with tape, glue, damp clothing, or damp towels. Take supplies for your shelter such as food, water, clothing, and others. Do not approach the frogs, as you may face certain death. Stay tuned for more information on this dangerous situation.
Immediate evacuation for the city of Portland, Oregon and surrounding areas. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Portland Police Department and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. At approximately 7:45 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, the frogs, which are seen attacking the residents of Portland, has gotten worse. They are seen causing massive damage, eating people alive by sticking their long tongues, or crushing them to death by their hopping and jumping in high places, causing buildings to collapse. And they are now making really loud croaking sounds that can destroy buildings and kill humans within seconds. You may identify these creatures by having the following characteristics and traits: green skin, big eyes, a long pink tongue, are up to 30 feet tall, makes really loud croaking sounds, can jump really high, and shows extreme homicidal aggression. This is an extremely dangerous in life or death situation and needs to be taken very seriously. Due to there are so many frogs and Portland is about to be a war zone, the National Guard, along with the military, are been called in to take down the frogs. At this time, all residents of Portland are strongly advised to evacuate the city immediately. The city is no longer safe. I repeat, the city is no longer safe. It is likely that the frogs will spread into more cities and states within the incoming hours. They show no mercy to any living organism and are extremely hostile. Take essential supplies for your journey, such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, toys, money, credit cards, sleeping items such as pillows and blankets, a first aid kit, a fully charged cell phone chargers, toiletries, important documents, and a radio operated by batteries or hand cranked. Shelters have been opened up in many cities: Salem, Eugene, Boise, Seattle, Tacoma, Olympia, Las Vegas, Reno, Carson City, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Oakland, Anaheim, San Diego, Sacramento, San Jose, Phoenix, and Tucson. Evacuate to these cities as possible. Do not, in any circumstances, approach these frogs, as they are considered extremely dangerous. They will absolutely kill anyone that they see in their path. Tune into local media outlets for more information on this extremely dangerous situation.
This is KTU2 News, and we have a very horrifying story to tell you guys. 30 feet tall frogs are causing chaos, destruction, and death in Portland. Buildings collapsing, sirens blaring, and it is pure mayhem. I have heard of frogs before, and I haven't seen frogs that big in my entire life. The military has been called in, and they are trying to kill the frogs, but failed miserably, as several soldiers are attacked or killed by the wrath. Looks like Portland will be no more. We do have a reporter in downtown Portland, David. David, are you there?
I'm live in downtown Portland, where it is absolutely hell out here. People are screaming their heads off in complete fear and terror as they are trying to get out from the city from these beasts. Frogs are causing mass destruction to property and are attacking and killing anyone that they see in their path. The military has been called in to combat this threat, but they are struggling, as many soldiers are either killed and injured from the frogs. Portland is about to be a barren wasteland. Shelters have been opened up in many cities in the West Coast like Seattle, Boise, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Eugene, etc. Evacuate to these cities. I have the feeling that the frogs will cause more chaos in many cities and could spread to the whole nation, or worse, the entire globe, and will cause a world-ending crisis. This is a very bad situation. Evacuate Portland as possible. Oh my god. One of the frogs are charging towards me in full speed. I must get out of here now, now.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. All my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. At approximately 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, the frogs that are seen causing massive damage to Portland has now spread into the entire state of Oregon. The following cities that are being affected by the frogs include Eugene, Salem, Newport, Corvallis, Medford, Bend, Bode River, Troutdale, and Clackamas. These creatures are causing massive damage to property, and will eat, or crush people alive. The military has been called in, and they have really hard time taking down these monsters. All residents of these cities shall seek an underground shelter immediately. Close, lock, and barricade all windows and doors. Take supplies such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, etc. Close all fireplace dampers and vents, and seal all cracks on doors and windows with tape, glue, damp clothing, and damp towels. Do not approach the frogs. Doing so will face death. If one of the frogs broke into your home, use armed protection by any means. This includes lethal force. Tune into local media outlets for more information on this extremely dangerous situation.
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. At approximately 2:10 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, the frogs have been reported in many states in the West Coast. These states include Washington, California, Nevada, Arizona, Colorado, Wyoming, New Mexico, Utah, Montana, Idaho, Texas, and Oklahoma. They are causing mass destruction and chaos in its wake. So far, there are approximately 70,000 deaths, 540 injuries, and many homes and businesses are countlessly destroyed from the frogs. The military is having a very difficult time eliminating these creatures, as many soldiers are most likely killed and injured by this attack. It has been confirmed that the reason for this attack is a pathogen that makes frogs bigger and aggressive, and will attack anything. This pathogen only affects frogs, and happened every 500 years. At this time, all residents are advised to go into your underground shelter. Close, lock, and barricade all doors and windows. Take supplies for your shelter, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, toys, money, credit cards, sleeping items such as pillows and blankets, important documents, toiletries, a first aid kit, a cell phone, phone chargers, a flashlight, and a radio that is operated by batteries and hand cranked. There is also an optional evacuation order, so go into your car and go. If one of the frogs breaks into your home, use armed protection by all means. This includes deadly force. Stay tuned for more information on this extremely dangerous situation.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Kansas Governor's Office of Emergency Services, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and the United States Nuclear Regulatory Commission. At this time, a general emergency is in progress. A general nuclear emergency has been declared when an incident occurs regarding radioactive or radiological material or particles is occurring and posing a threat to life and property. As a result, the nuclear cataclysm sirens have been sounded to warn the public about the current emergency. At approximately 8:30 a.m. Central Daylight Time, the frogs that are seen rampaging the western United States have been spotted in Burlington, Kansas, and are seen causing massive damage, deaths, and injuries. In addition, the frogs are now seen in the Wolf Creek Nuclear Generating Station, and seen destroying one of the reactors, and a large fire has been spotted. This fire has radioactive materials in it, and may be ejected into the atmosphere. This fire is currently melting down the reactor in the plant. Contingency plans have been enacted, but all attempts to stop the meltdown have failed. Due to this, the Kansas Emergency Management Agency has declared a state of emergency for all areas within the 100-mile radius of the Attention! Seek shelter now. The Wolf Creek Nuclear Generating Station is about to explode. It is too late to evacuate. Seek shelter now. Seek shelter now. Seek shelter now.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. At approximately 10:45 a.m. Central Daylight Time, frogs are continuing to spread into more states. These states include Kansas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, and Georgia. These amphibians are wreaking havoc to cities and causing deaths and injuries to civilians. It has been confirmed that they will spread into the entire United States within the incoming hours. All residents of these states shall seek an underground shelter. Take supplies such as food, water, clothing, etc. Close, lock, and barricade all doors and windows, and stay in the shelter until the situation is under control. The military has been called in and are struggling to take down these creatures. Please stay tuned for more information on this extremely dangerous situation. This is an emergency action notification, requested by the White House. All EAS participants will follow activation procedures in the EAS Operating Handbook for a national-level emergency. The President of the United States, or one of his representatives, will shortly deliver a message over the emergency alert system. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. We interrupt our regular programming. This is a national emergency. Important details will follow. The following message is transmitted at the request of the President, the United States government, and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. A national crisis is taking place in the entire United States. The frogs, which are seeing massive damage and chaos from the past 3 days, have now spread into the entire United States, including Alaska, Hawaii, and Puerto Rico. These creatures are attacking and killing residents, and seen causing catastrophic damage to numerous major cities such as Portland, Los Angeles, Chicago, New York City, Atlanta, Orlando, Seattle, Baltimore, Milwaukee, Detroit, Las Vegas, Denver, San Jose, Buffalo, Austin, Virginia Beach, Raleigh, Houston, Kansas City, Boise, Nashville, Indianapolis, Cleveland, St. Louis, Philadelphia, Tulsa, and many others. Militaries are trying their best to take down the frogs, but failed, as numerous soldiers are injured and killed by this attack. President Donald Trump has been moved to a safe location, and will not speak into stations due to the situation. All residents of the United States, no matter where you live, are asked to go into underground shelters, lock all doors and windows, grab supplies, and stay in the shelter until the crisis has ended. It is possible that the frogs will spread into many cities in the globe, and will cause an extinction-level event, but this is not confirmed at this time. Stay tuned for more information on this extremely dangerous situation. This is an emergency action notification requested by the White House. All EAS participants will follow activation procedures in the EAS Operating Handbook for a national-level emergency. The President of the United States, or one of his representatives, will shortly deliver a message over the emergency alert system. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. We interrupt our regular programming. This is a global emergency. Important details will follow. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Please pay close attention to this message, as this pertains to an ongoing global invasion. At approximately 12 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the frogs that are rampaging throughout the entire United States have now been reported in multiple international cities across planet Earth. These cities include Toronto, Canada, London, United Kingdom, Paris, France, Sydney, Australia, Mexico City, Mexico, Madrid, Spain, Tokyo, Japan, Rome, Italy, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Buenos Aires, Argentina, Moscow, Russia, Berlin, Germany, Shanghai, China, Beijing, China, Cairo, Egypt, Lisbon, Portugal, Seoul, South Korea, Pyongyang, North Korea, Dublin, Ireland, Oslo, Norway, Stockholm, Sweden, Hanoi, Vietnam, Bangkok, Thailand, New Delhi, India, Vienna, Austria, Pretoria, South Africa, Rabat, Morocco, Santiago, Chile, Lima, Peru, Athens, Greece, Warsaw, Poland, Jakarta, Indonesia, Havana, Cuba, Istanbul, Turkey, Amsterdam, Netherlands, Jerusalem, Israel, Wellington, New Zealand, and Belgrade, Serbia. These creatures are attacking the human race by the means of extermination. The frogs are resistant by any weaponry, as militaries around the globe are struggling to kill the frogs. It is expected that the frogs will spread in many more cities around the world within the next month. At this time, remain in your underground shelters. It is likely that these creatures will take over the world and end all life on Earth as we know it. Government collapses is plummeting as the frogs begin to take over the world. Many people were seen fighting off these frogs, where some governments have fallen. At this time, all residents of the entire planet, no matter where you live, even if there's no frogs near your area, you are strongly advised to seek shelter immediately. Close and lock all windows and doors, turn off all gas and lights, close all fireplace dampers and vents, and seal all cracks with tape, glue, damp clothing, or damp towels. Gather food and water, including medical supplies and clothing, that will last you for the duration of this emergency. The United States, and militaries around the world, is working on a plan to prevent this invasion from getting even worse, but this will likely fail due to these frogs overpowering society. Bunkers are currently being set up in many countries across the world, and you will stay there indefinitely until the situation is fully under control. Tune into local media outlets for more information on this catastrophic situation. This is an emergency action notification, requested by the White House. All EAS participants will follow activation procedures in the EAS Operating Handbook for a national-level emergency. The President of the United States, or one of his representatives, will shortly deliver a message over the emergency alert system. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. We interrupt our regular programming. This is a global emergency. Important details will follow.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. The world is coming to an end. At approximately 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the frogs have now been reported in every single country of the world. These monsters are causing catastrophic damage to cities, and they begin to take over the governments. Militaries all around the globe have failed to kill all of these creatures, as they are resilient to any form of weapons, including gunfire. In addition, the president, vice president, and many global leaders are killed by the frogs, and humanity will also go extinct within a matter of hours. Due to the population are plummeting, and society is gone, all residents of the planet are asked to gather with their friends, family, children, grandparents, pets, as well as loved possessions, and await the final moments together. Do whatever it makes you very happy. Ask for forgiveness. Try not to tell younger children about this cataclysm, and will ensure well-being during these dark times. I selected a verse from the Bible to be read in the air. Joshua 1:9. Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened, and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. We will conclude this final message with one last playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. After the anthem, all TV, radio, internet, and cable systems will be disconnected for good. Happy Doomsday, everyone. We are going to die. We cannot do anything. I'm sorry, it's too late. Thank you for listening to the final message. May God be with you all, and for one last time, God bless America.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets spread glare, the bombs burst.
Event type is Doomsday. For all of Canada. This message is transmitted at the request of the Canadian government. The end of the world is coming. The frogs, which has been attacking several international cities and the planet from the last month, has spread into every country of the globe. These creatures are killing the human race and catastrophic damage was reported in all areas of Earth. There are approximately 15,000 people left in the country of Canada. Militaries have failed to kill all of these frogs, as it was not affected by weapons such as bombs, gunfire, etc. Canada is going to be a barren wasteland within the next 3 hours. Due to society is gone, and humanity is about to be gone, all citizens of Canada are asked to gather with your loved ones like friends, family, pets, parents, spouses, children, grandparents, as well as loved possessions, and brace for the end of the world. In addition, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, along with several presidents and leaders, are all killed by the frogs. We will end the message with one final playing of our national anthem of Canada. After this anthem, all TV, cable, radio, and internet systems will be disconnected forever. May God be with you all. God bless the true North, strong and free.